Hi guys. So I don't think I have anybody watching at the moment, but yeah, I guess I'll just do what I normally do and wait for more people to join. I'm just going to post the link to this live stream on social media so that people can see. Okay. Huh. Six people are watching already. Wow. Okay. View on watch page. 8 people are watching now. So basically what I'm going to be doing in the live stream, what I normally do is just answer your questions. So if you can leave some questions in the comments, I will be sure to answer them. Oh, there isn't any sound? Somebody said that they're not getting any sound. Is that happening for anybody else? So, okay. I just reset the sound, so I hope that that worked. Gonna post this. Are you guys following me on Twitter and on Instagram? I'm just going to post the link to this on there. This is like the routine of doing a live stream. I start it and then I post on all of my social media. So what countries are you guys watching from? I always find it kind of interesting to know that. I'm sorry if there's if you can hear noise upstairs. There's just my family's upstairs and they're making a lot of noise. Okay, gotta pull up the comments section. Iceland, Sweden, Indiana, Israel, London, Malaysia. Wow, that is so cool. Somebody said, I want to meet you. Cool. I want to meet you guys too. If there's a bunch of you in the same area or place, then I'll for sure be able to do a meetup. So is there any questions that you guys have for me? All right, I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what to talk about at the moment. Actually, today I wasn't feeling good for the entire day. Like I was feeling pretty sick, and I'm glad that I'm finally starting to feel better because I really didn't want to cancel the live stream because that would suck and I would feel bad. All right, do you guys have any questions? How long have I stuttered for? Well, I've stuttered for my entire life, but it really started to get bad when I was in grade 10. So in grade 10, I was 15, I think, or 14, yeah. And I'm 19 at the moment, so I've had this really bad speech impediment for about 5 years, and yeah, it sucks. Are you confident at school and college? I try to be. I try my best to be as confident as I can. Now, that's definitely a tough thing to do, especially because I don't really want to talk, but at the same time, I do. Like, in reality, I'm not really a shy person, so I try my best to try and show the not shy side of me rather than the side I show all the time, which is the shy part. So yeah, I try my best to keep a confident mental state of mind, but it's definitely a tough thing to do. So somebody asked if I have water with me, and I do. I do, right here. How do you deal with the oral presentations in school? I have one coming up soon, and I'm really stressed out. So, for the presentations, okay. What I normally will do is the days coming up to the presentation, I'll try my best to practice what I have to say. Now, for me, the practicing part, it doesn't really help a lot for the actual presentation, because I find that when I'm at home practicing, I'm calm and I'm okay, but then as soon as I get up in front of the class, I become extremely nervous. So what I try to do is I try and imagine myself being at home, and I try and remember the state of mind I was in. I try and stay in the calm mode. And basically, I use all of the strategies I have learned in the past few years. Like, I talk very slow, and I stretch out my words, and basically, I try and keep as calm as I can. That's the most amount of advice I can give, because, of course, for me, a stutter will almost always happen during a presentation, and I just kind of have to remember that if I stutter, it's okay, and it's not the end of the world. And most people in my class are really really nice, so I know that they won't make fun of me for having a speech impediment. Man, I'm nervous. I don't know why. I'm just so nervous today. I'm shaking a lot, and it's making my stutter a lot worse. Do I speak in a foreign language? If so, do I find it more fluent? Yes, I can speak French, and I find that when I speak French, my speech is a lot better than when I'm speaking English. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to remain calm, because at the moment I have so much anxiety. It's making it so much harder to talk. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to find another question to answer. Okay, can you describe what happens when you're in a very difficult block and you can't say the letter? Basically, what happens in the middle of a block is my heart starts to pound so much, and I get super nervous, and it's scary. Being in a block, it's scary because you don't know how long the block is going to last, and especially if you're talking to somebody and it's only like one person and the attention is entirely on you, my nerves just go so crazy. And so what I do when I'm in a block is I try my best to remain calm, and I breathe, I stop in the middle of a block, I take a breath, and I restart the word. That's what I do in the middle of a block. Okay. Which letters or words do you have a lot of difficulty with? Hello? Hi. Yeah.
I just need. Do you have your Bluetooth?
Yeah, my speaker.
Does it work?
Yep.
Like Christmas music outside. There we go. Okay, have fun.
Okay. Okay, so which letters or words do I have a lot of difficulty with? So words that start with a D, words that start with an H, and for some reason recently words that start with an S. So yeah, those are the letters I have a lot of difficulty with. Hey, Callie. So do I have any animals? Yes, I actually have 4 pets. I have a cat, a dog, a turtle, and a lizard. I'm obsessed with pets and animals, so I have a lot. Are there any words that you can't say at all? I can't think of any at the moment, but I remember there was a time where I had a lot of difficulty saying my own name. And that was a tough one because obviously it's my name. And that works since my name is spelt a little bit in a different way. A lot of people at work, like the customers, would ask how to pronounce my name. And I'm like, and then my heart would start to pound, and it was just one of the most stressful moments. And it took me about 5 to 10 seconds to actually be able to get my name out. And that was kind of embarrassing because they probably thought, oh, well, you forgot what your name is? Like, what? So that was kind of embarrassing. But I've now kind of taught myself a way of not getting a block on my name. And yeah. I'm sorry, my speech is so bad at the moment. I feel kind of bad because I want to answer all these questions, but it's tough. Okay. Do you tend to have good and bad days? Some days I'll be fine, but then I get a block and then a panic and then I end up having a bad day. Yes. Especially days where I'm at school and at work. Like I could start off the day having a good time with my speech, and then I get into a couple of blocks at work, and then I'm in a bad mood, and then for the rest of the day my speech is bad. It sucks. Okay. Wait. Okay, so what are my feelings on making a phone call? Those are things that, okay, that is a thing that I struggle with a lot. Talking on the phone, I will avoid as much as I can. Like sometimes I won't even answer the phone if it's my aunt. Like I feel bad because she's in my family, but I'm so afraid of the phone that I sometimes just won't answer. And like, I think with the phone thing, it's especially scary because the entire time they're just focusing on your voice, which is the scariest part. Like, they're not seeing your face, and there isn't a distraction or anything. So thinking about that the entire time while I'm on the phone makes it extremely stressful, and I have a ton of anxiety about it. Okay, what I'm trying to do, what I just did there is I minimized the tabs where I was on the live stream to see if it would make my speech any better by just seeing the front of my computer, like not thinking about that I'm on a live stream, that people are watching me. Doing that, it actually makes my speech a little bit better. So there might be times where you see me doing something on the computer, but I'm minimizing the screens so that my speech is at least a little bit better for you guys. Okay. Am I nervous when I see a letter or word I have a tough time with? Yes. There were times, especially in high school, when they would make me read something out loud. And when I saw a word starting with an H or with a vowel or with a D, I would start to get super nervous because I knew that for a fact I would not be able to say that or have an extremely tough time saying that. Does the block or the stutter happen more with a letter or specific word? It's more with a letter, I find. There aren't any specific words that come to mind right now. Somebody asked how I am. At the moment, I'm okay because I've been kind of sick like all day. I've been in bed and it kind of sucked. And right now I'm nervous and I have a lot of anxiety, but I'm going to push through that to answer all of your questions, because I find that, like, although I'm nervous and there's a lot of anxiety, I find that making these videos is worth it, and I try and just not care about what you guys are thinking and what I'm thinking about my stutter, because at the moment I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, my stutter is so bad. This is the worst, but it's okay. Can you pronounce your name when you introduce yourself? Can I pronounce my name? Like, do I have a stutter on it? I do sometimes stutter on my name now, but I usually don't anymore. Oh yeah, and by the way, do you guys know how my name is pronounced? My name is pronounced Taya. See, there, I stutter on it real bad. My name is Taya. And a lot of people think it's T or Tia, but it's not. It's Taya. Because of the accent, it's like a French name. So it's, yeah, Taya. Do you tell people that you stutter or just let people figure it out by themselves? It depends. Like, let's say I was hanging out with somebody new, then I'll probably let them know over text or Facebook or whatever that that I stutter and that I might have a tough time talking, but they'll just have to be kind of patient with me. So yeah, if I'm hanging out with somebody for the first time, I'll normally let them know beforehand. But if like I've seen this person a lot lately, and like I'll just kind of let them find out on their own, if that makes sense. Like people at work, I just let them find out on their own. But if it's a friend, then I'll probably tell them. Okay. Do you believe that stuttering is rooted out of fear and anxiety issues, or does it produce fear and anxiety? That's something I've thought about a lot. Now, what I would say is, for me, my anxiety and fear produces my stutter a lot. But then once I stutter, the fear and anxiety, it gets worse, therefore making the stutter worse. So it's kind of a circle. But I know for sure that the fear and anxiety is what kind of makes my stutter worse, because when I'm at home in a comfortable situation, when I'm calm, then I can speak almost completely okay. Now, what I wanted to talk about as well in a video is that what I was told by my speech therapist is that, or no, I think I found this online, but I guess people who have more of a mild speech impediment, they have more anxiety and depression than people with a very bad speech impediment. And I think that that is because people with a mild one, they know what it feels like to speak in a fluent way. But then people with an extreme speech impediment don't really know what that feels like. So I feel like that's why the depression can be worse with a mild stutter versus an extreme one. What do you guys think about that? If you have a mild one, let me know what you think about that. I'm sorry, sometimes when I stutter a lot, the way I put my words together just doesn't make any sense, because I'm trying to focus on making the words come out as fluently as possible. So my speech